In this presentation, we're just going to quickly discuss a few key terms for statistical testing. The first one is type 1 error, and that is rejecting the null hypothesis when it is in fact correct. So you shouldn't have rejected it, but you did reject it. Okay. So what the correct decision would have been is fail to reject. Okay, so that's a type 1 error. They're usually considered more important, and also, just as a remark, this is connected with the idea of significance. I'm just going to write this down here. Significance is usually denoted alpha. That's the probability of a type 1 error, essentially making a type 1 error. Put that in bracket in the right place. Okay, so that's the first one. The second one is type 2 error, and because some of the other things I deal with are related to testing for normality, like Shapiro-Wilk, this is one to sort of keep an eye on as well. Type 2 error. Now, this is failing to reject the null hypothesis when it's actually false. The correct decision is you should reject the null hypothesis. Okay. Now, that's a type 2 error. And there's connected, something that's connected with this called power, the statistical power of a test. This is the probability of not, let me stress that, not making a type 2 error. Okay, so you did reject it when you should have rejected it, essentially. So. Okay, that's important. And lastly, just a couple of quick remarks why this is important. Some statistical tests are susceptible to low power. Okay, and essentially, also in particular, tests for normality like the Shapiro-Wilk test. So it's something you just got to look out for with a lot of these testing procedures, that they might give a p-value that sort of says fail to reject, but you just be a bit more circumspect about it. They often lead to a fail to, let's go down here, they just sort of scroll back there. They often lead to a fail to reject conclusion when in fact you should reject the null hypothesis. And so, and again, tests for normality are like where you particularly watch out for this sort of thing. Okay, so that's just a couple of quick definitions for statistical testing.